curious. We've heard several recruits now, including yourself, talk about Hugh Freeze's vision for the program. And look, Hugh Freeze is still new to us. I mean, I know he's new to fans as well. He's new. We don't know exactly what his vision is yet. We're hearing a lot about it, but still learning. So, what do you know about his vision so far? What have you learned about it for Auburn?
Yeah, so I know that the staff he's put together, everywhere they've been, they've had success. Whether it's been Coach Freeze, like he's made every program he's been at successful. Coach Austin, who's worked with hundreds of quarterbacks from the Canadian League, NFL to now college, he has every quarterback he's worked with. He's never had an unsuccessful quarterback. And Coach Stone, like, has so much. He has so much experience and knowledge about the game, along with Coach Montgomery. Like, they're like the offensive minds and quarterback minds on that staff is crazy. And I think he did that on purpose. He wanted to have a staff that can develop a quarterback and use that, no matter what offense he's wanting to run with it, but use that to win a national championship. But he's told us talking about the 24s, that we are his second recruiting class, or really kind of second.
Yeah.
And he said we are the same recruiting class that made his time at Ole Miss successful. And he landed that class at Ole Miss, which gave him a lot of good athletes to then make a good jump from going like 0-7 in conference to then like winning 8 to 9 games. So that's kind of the vision he's instilled in us. Like, hey, if we can land this class, we can do something very special and then have chances of winning at least 10 games or at least a national championship. And that is just so appealing to us, because we want to be a part of something great, and the opportunity at Auburn that he has shown us, and that I've kind of understood really quickly, is that we can go in there and make a difference quick.
We have heard, he actually told us on the show a couple of weeks ago, or maybe it was a month ago, but the 2024 class is going to be his most important at Auburn. This is kind of the foundation. I mean, he had 2 weeks to put together his 2023 class, a couple of weeks after Christmas to add some transfers, but this 2024 classes, and he's still kind of behind because these relationships that other schools have been forming with 2024s for the past year, he's just kind of now getting in the boat with them. But 2024 class, Walker, you've mentioned about, it's well documented how you're working on some of these guys for Auburn. We heard Daniel Calhoun talk about you spending the time with him, and he even got to meet your dad this past Friday. And just for our listeners, Walker, we'll go over some of the guys, 5 or 6 guys that you're constantly building relationships with, working on to get to join you. Who's in his offensive line, like number one priority for you? Is it wide receivers? Is it best overall? Does it matter?
It's really all. I think there's a huge emphasis on O-line and receivers. I mean, it's kind of all of them. I like you said, I've been working with Daniel Calhoun, Casey Poe, Jameson Rick, Khalil, all those guys, and Malachi Tolliver, and that's kind of like the O-line aspect that I'm working on. And then like guys like Perry Thompson, Cameron Coleman, Mike Matthews, Naquavian Carr, Chance Robinson. I mean, those Nitro. I mean, all those guys, like I want along with me. Parker Livingston, like those are kind of the guys that I've like, okay, I see what we want, and then I'm gonna try to like create those relationships, see if we connect, whatever. But I mean, yeah, like that is very important. And like you said, Coach Freeze is a little behind on the 24. That's where I think like I can step up and kind of bring us back to level or above.